Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves, or maybe just ripples, in the comedy world. Super Troopers 3. Now, before we even get started, I have to ask, who's still asking for these movies? I mean, it's been 25 years since the first one, and yet here we are. Personally, I think there's something fascinating about franchises that keep coming back despite, well, let's just say mixed reception. But hey, if the Broken Lizard crew is still having fun, who am I to judge? Right? What makes this really interesting is how Super Troopers 3 feels like a time capsule. The gang's all here, Thorny, Farva, Mac, Rabbit, Foster, still rocking those mustaches like it's 1999. And honestly, there's a certain charm to seeing these guys older but not wiser. It's like they're stuck in this comedy time loop, and we're just along for the ride. But here's the thing, if you're not already a fan of their brand of humor, this movie probably isn't going to win you over. It's the same old shtick, dick jokes, ethnic humor, and a whole lot of absurdity. One thing that immediately stands out is Brian Cox's return as Captain O'Hagan. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Brian Cox, especially after Succession, but seeing him back in this role feels like a step backward. Or maybe it's a step sideways. Either way, it's hard not to wonder what drew him back to this character. Maybe it's the comfort of revisiting something familiar, or maybe he just really loves muttering sarcastic one-liners. Personally, I think it's a testament to his range as an actor, but it also raises a deeper question. How do actors balance their serious roles with these more, let's say, lighthearted projects? Now, let's talk about the plot, or what passes for a plot in this movie. Farva's wedding is the centerpiece, and it's as chaotic as you'd expect. There's a whirlwind romance, cultural clashes, and a whole lot of Thorny trying to sabotage everything. What many people don't realize is how much of this movie leans into cultural stereotypes, and it's a lot. Like, Farva gifting his future in-laws a Gandhi DVD? It's cringe-worthy, but it's also kind of fascinating in how tone-deaf it is. If you take a step back and think about it, this movie is a perfect example of how comedy can either evolve or stay stuck in the past. The gags themselves are hit or miss, and let's be honest, mostly miss. There's a running joke about a Dutch oven that feels like it's straight out of a middle school locker room, and a scene where Thorny's mom sucks snake venom out of Farva's neck that, well, let's just say it's as awkward as it sounds. But here's the thing, even though most of it falls flat, there's something almost admirable about how committed they are to the bit. It's like they're saying, this is our humor, take it or leave it. What this really suggests is that Super Troopers 3 isn't trying to be anything more than what it is, a silly, lowbrow comedy for fans of the franchise. And you know what? There's a place for that. Not every movie needs to be a masterpiece. Sometimes, it's just about having a good time with friends, even if that good time involves someone sticking their hand up an elephant's rear end. But here's where I land on this. If you're not already on board with the Super Troopers vibe, this movie isn't going to convert you. It's more of the same, and that's either a good thing or a bad thing depending on your perspective. Personally, I think it's a missed opportunity. With a bit more polish and some fresher jokes, this could have been a decent comeback. Instead, it feels like a relic of a different era. That said, I have to give them credit for sticking to their guns. In a world where comedy is constantly evolving, there's something almost rebellious about staying exactly the same. So, is Super Troopers 3 worth watching? If you're a die-hard fan, sure. Otherwise, maybe just stick to the outtakes, those are actually pretty funny. What do you guys think? Are you Team Super Troopers, or is this franchise past its prime? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if nothing else, this movie is a reminder that sometimes it's okay to just laugh at the absurdity of it all, even if it's not always on purpose.